You call.
Welcome to the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast episode. You might have heard Caleb singing. Episode 27. I am one half of your host, and this is me at 2x speed, by the way. Chris, old school Victor. Along beside me is my other host, Caleb from the Old Pass, officially a YouTube star, by the way. Officially, it's official. Don't change my mind. It's official YouTube star. We are just two old guys in sheds in our backyards selling on platforms like eBay and whatnot. Introduce yourself, Caleb.
Hi, guys. I'm Caleb, living down here in the South with our slow Southern drawl.
Okay. Let's go ahead and tackle what we're talking about first off.
Right off the bat, boys. Wait, let's do it like this. Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? It's had a big good week, and this has been a great week. What? Squirrel?
Okay, so we're talking about, we finally got shouted out. Kind of, sort of. And it started out really good. We're talking about the latest episode of Trash to Cash podcast, episode 105, I believe. And it started out good. Carrie tried to compliment us there. Said we had good chemistry. Good chemistry. Drive. That's good. That's important in a podcast, I think.
A for effort.
And then he started talking, Dave started talking about how slow. I think he was meaning it at me, but if you want to take the brunt of that, I'll sure let you.
I don't slow we was faster. I ain't a whole lot faster. I mean, they got to be talking about the way we talk because they keep me run. Now that really is slow.
He said that we need to take our podcast, put it in an editing software, and put it at 2x speed because we were so slow.
He may not be wrong.
But he has to understand everyone does not have ADHD like he does, and everybody's not lightning fast squirrel talkers like he is, or thinkers for that matter. I'm kind of a slow thinker as well.
I'm about 5 seconds behind what you say. That's why it's so slow. My processor, it's like a Windows 98.
Well,
and Dave's like a iPhone 15 or something.
Yeah. Well, remind me again what the name of our podcast is.
2, as in uno dos.
Right.
Old.
As in old.
I like the way you say that. You don't have no L. It's ode.
Ode. Yeah, I get that a lot with my sode.
2.
People rip me for that in my videos.
If you would talk a little faster, maybe it wouldn't be so noticeable. Try it faster.
Yeah. Ode.
See, that's better. Ode. You couldn't catch it.
Boom.
Welcome to the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast.
Yeah, that's just not me. I mean, Dave and Carrie's got to realize their time's coming. Their brains, bodies start slowing down.
Are either one of them in their 30s yet?
I don't know.
Are they in their 20s?
Listen, I know people our audience feels sorry for you putting up with me. I get it. I understand it, Lord.
Yeah.
My wife has heard it for years. How do you put up with that dummy? How does Kevin put up with those two knotheads?
I'm beginning to wonder.
I'm
not beginning to wonder anything. I've been wondering that for 27 episodes that I've been in this podcast community. I've been wondering that the whole time. Really, it makes you wonder because Kevin is more of a serious type.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got these two jokers that look like they just rolled off a circus wagon, man. I mean,
I think it goes back to Kevin's, he's having this whole midlife crisis with the tattoos by the way, I'm starting to wear bracelets now.
Oh my. Well, I'm Mr. Clean. I don't wear nothing. No piercings, no tattoos, no nothing.
Next episode, Caleb will have a Mike Tyson face tattoo.
Yeah. No, you know what I would do? Now, I'm never getting a tattoo, but if I did, I'd be coming in here looking like Bam Bam Bigelow.
On the head.
All down the head, son.
That
had to hurt.
Oh, that had to hurt.
That dude had to be one tough dude.
We can't talk about wrestling on this.
Why? Because that makes us Southern and slow.
I guess. Wrestling.
Sting dropping from the rafters and Hulk Hogan and all that good stuff. Them boys don't even know what they're talking about.
They don't know.
When I said Bam Bam Bigelow, they're like, is that movie, Deuce Bigelow? That's what they're thinking.
Well, listen, are they even resellers?
Not really. They're content creators.
Which I'm only a quarter content.
You're a quarter content. I'm like an eighth right now. Oh.
Well, let's get into that real quick, too. I want to talk about that. I had it at the top of my list.
Oh, let's do that.
Caleb's first video dropped this past Thursday. What do you think? What's your feedback from it?
I'm going to give you mine. I got over 100 comments, but listen, this is what I want to start off saying. I just want to thank everybody because I feel like I got a warm reception.
Yes.
I got right now 360 something views, not even a week yet. So I felt like I was going to get around 100 and it was going to die out and that'd be about it. So I'm very surprised at how well it's done for the very first video. And I want to thank everybody for that. And also thank you because you're the one that pushed me towards it. Tanya, thank Tanya because she helped me, but had it not been for you and Tanya, I would have probably never done a YouTube video. And I will say this. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's not just a chore. I'm sure it could become a chore to where you're just making videos because you're expected to make videos.
Right.
And I make you this promise. If it gets that way with me, I'll pause until I get that passion back because eBay has to come first. I mean, but it's been a very interesting experience. And episode 2 is scheduled for 10:30 Thursday.
Today. So right after this podcast again.
I'm going to jump right back on that and see what happens. I'm going to drink my Kool-Aid and be old for a minute.
Yeah. How long is this next video?
About 17 minutes. Pretty close to the same thing.
Consistency.
Trying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to introduce the world to a couple of people that they've never seen before, too. So,
have I seen them?
Never.
I've never seen them?
Never. And it is somebody that you've heard of. So,
You got me wondering now.
This is how you feel every week. This is kind of nice.
Yeah. Now I know how you feel, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. No, it was a very, very, very good first video, I thought. I thought it was very good. It flowed really well. You had a good introduction. You had some good sales. You had a camera crew.
I did.
Who was that, Tanya?
Yeah.
Is Tanya going to be on a video?
I highly doubt it.
Is she getting closer? Wait. Let's get this straight.
I'm trying.
So she has pushed you by your own words.
Well, I mean,
into making videos.
Kind of.
Encouraged. Let's say.
Yeah, encouraged. You did the pushing, the pulling.
I was
dragging. While
dragging.
I'm kicking and screaming, she did the encouraging.
But she's not going to be a part of it.
We need to speed this up. This is slow.
Well, she's not going to be a part of it, right?
I doubt it. I did a little filming today for what could possibly be next week's video. And there may be a little cameo by somebody else in that one. So,
yeah. They're pulling out the YouTube stars here.
Well, this one's not known either, but you know him. So,
was episode 2's guest YouTube personalities?
No.
Okay.
Nobody has ever met them, but they've been around.
I didn't meet them. They're not family members that I met at the meetup?
Nope.
Well, I guess I'll have to check it out. My apologies, too, for not getting to watch the first episode till that next day. I was super, super busy that Thursday, and I wasn't home. I wasn't home to watch it. So I didn't actually get to watch it till that next day, and I was so mad. But when I finally got to watch it, I was like, yeah, it's really good.
Life happens, buddy.
I couldn't help but notice the intro was similar to some other.
Might have stole that from some. No, I didn't really steal it from anybody, but that's my place. So, like I wanted to just kind of let people walk in with me. I don't care who does what. I didn't steal it from him. You know, this ain't the Commonwealth of Tennessee. This is the state of.
I was talking about me, actually.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't steal it from you either.
Well, I stole it from Kevin. So.
Okay. Well,
I do it every now and then. I don't do it on all my videos, but about once every 20, I'll do that little intro. It's good.
I like that's going to be my standard most of the time.
Standard.
Kind of walk in the door with me, and here we are. You know.
Well, you got some positive comments. You're up to. Who won the little bet then? You got 360 views. I said 450.
I said 200. You said 450. Mm-hmm. So technically, we're about right in the middle, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, it's got a couple more days before what we're recording now comes out. So you're gonna probably be 375 to 400.
Yeah, I think so.
So pretty awesome.
That's unreal, man.
You picked up several subscribers.
60. Can you believe that?
60
That's
from one.
Wow.
And we have picked up a few subscribers over here.
About 8 or 9.
Yeah, 9. You know, is it possible that they came from that video? It's possible. It's possible.
I'll just go ahead and take credit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if you can take credit for 10 subscribers,
you can have the other 760.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's about time you chipped in.
Yeah, I know.
It's about time. So, thanks.
You're welcome. Maybe I'll get
in there with those 10.
Maybe I'll push us to that 800 mark.
Well, we are getting close. How many are we up to? 770 something, somewhere.
771, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And I looked earlier, so getting close to going live, brother.
Yeah.
29 more views.
We'll have to do it at 2x speed too, I guess.
Hey, we should. We should. I don't know what else to say about that.
This is a reselling podcast, and we're going to get into some reselling topics in a few minutes, but we got to get some of this YouTube drama out of the way. First, we talked about the Trash to Cash podcast. Then we talked about Caleb becoming a star. Now we're going to talk about the latest episode of Reseller Clickbait Podcast. There's a couple of things I want to mention about that. Their last episode. The first thing I want to mention is this challenge that they keep on dropping on us.
Is this even a challenge?
A race to 1,000.
Have they ever seen Old Guys Race?
Well, okay. I thought it was very, very funny that Ken mentioned this, and he said we didn't make a big deal about it last week. Well, because we didn't think it was a big deal, but now I'm going to make it a big deal since he wants us to make it a big deal. I'm going to make it a big deal. He said we're only us, 2 old guys, is only 200 subs ahead, and he believed him and Corey could catch us to 1,000. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, here's one thing he forgot to mention. He's on episode like 80. We're on episode 27. 27, and we've still got 200 more subs than they do.
Do we get to go all the way to where they're at before it stops?
That's my point.
Yeah, because if we get to go to episode 70, whatever they are, I believe
we'll at least have 800.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if we pick up 1 sub episode, we'll break 800. It'd be all right.
So they failed to mention that we're 200 subs ahead of them, but they're also about 3 times the videos ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
they kind of just, you know, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, I think is this a competition? Is really what I'm trying to get to here?
Do you remember when Rey Mysterio picked a fight with Kevin Nash? How that ended? He got lawn darted into the side of a trailer.
I do remember that.
If those boys want to take this challenge, I have a feeling this is going to end the same way.
Listen, the first one that picks me up and tries to lawn dart me.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay. I don't know how big Corey is, but I'm real sure I can't pick Ken up. I mean, that Santa beard alone weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't hurt Ken. Me and him will just be standing over there thumb wrestling while you and Corey going at it.
But my point is, this ain't a fair fight.
I I say we take it, fair or not.
Oh, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
But my point is they got a 50 video head start on us before we even got in the game. And we're still 200 subs in front of them.
They also got a big bump from the reseller rally. That video got 2,000 views.
Right.
And they picked up some subs there. Take that away, we'd be 250 ahead of them.
Yeah. So yeah, sure. We'll accept the challenge.
I mean, I expect this much. If we win, I better get a ham sandwich.
No. If you win, if we win, we both get headshots from Ken signed, saying to the winners,
yes,
to the champs,
and
we're not paying for shipping either.
That's right. And Ken's all ruthless now. He beats them kids up at the family events and stuff. Right. I've heard him say that. The family mini golf event, was that what it was?
Well, he played the part of Santa Claus in Christmas Story where he pushes Ralphie down the slide. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about on that podcast, wasn't there something noticeably missing that they didn't even mention?
There was a big void there. Quite noticeable.
And they didn't even mention it. What's the deal? What's the deal, Ken?
I don't know.
Spill the beans, Corey.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Jimmy's missing in action again. Who knows? Miss you, Jimmy.
Yep. Send us a postcard and let us know you're all right.
So a lot of YouTube drama, a lot of podcast drama seems to be.
That seems
to be circling around us too.
Why? Listen, we're two old hillbilly boys down in the sticks on the mountain.
I don't know.
I got
what we wanted. We got our shout-outs.
That's all I got to say about it right there.
2X,
boys. What they don't know is I'm a 3X guy.
Ooh.
So, 2X ain't enough. You're
my wife tells me to wear just large shirts. And I'm like, I'm not wearing large shirts. My belly sticks out too far.
You don't wear like a medium?
I got too big of a gut, man. If I didn't have my belly, I could wear like a medium, a schmedium, for sure.
I literally wear, this is a 3X shirt. But I mean, I'm 6'3" and I'm 290 something pounds. So
you're 6'3", I'm 3'6", so that works out pretty good. So a lot of drama, but we finally got our shout out on Trash to Cash. We accept the challenge of Kim Beal from the Reseller Clickbait podcast. Jimmy's missing. Nobody knows. I don't know what the deal is going on. They don't even mention it. They don't even talk about it. I don't know if this is another wrestling swerve they're trying to throw out at us. If he had a heel turn again, I don't know. But we did miss Jimmy. So I don't know. What are you going to do one day if I don't show up?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do.
Have a party. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I do need to mention that we always start. Go ahead.
Have any chemistry without you.
That's true. We do have good chemistry. I don't care what anybody says.
Whoever done the chemistry did it a little slow.
Yes.
That's the only problem.
You ever watch Breaking Bad? No, you ain't never watched that. You don't watch that stuff. Breaking Bad's one of the best shows ever, by the way. It just made me think of chemistry. He was a chemistry teacher, and he wasn't making enough as a high school teacher, so he starts making meth.
Oh, well.
It's a really good show, though. It's a really good show.
With the kids here after a while.
Yeah, that's a family show.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that's happening on my road, okay?
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
One day.
About that.
One day, maybe.
Episode 50, we'll tell Caleb's neighbor stories.
Yeah.
That's going to be our special guest, your neighbor.
No. No, sir. Never.
All right. Next thing I want to talk about, and we usually wait till the end to talk about this, but I want to hit it pretty quick. How far are we? 19 minutes in. I want to talk about it sooner. Comment of the week. Special comment of the week.
Yep.
From Mary McQuain or McCain.
I think it's McCain.
I think maybe. Thanks for all the laughs, sharing of your knowledge, and hanging out with us. Number one, thanks for the comment, but it was our first ever super thanks comment. $10.
Thank you, Mary. You are wonderful.
Mary, you shouldn't have done that.
Very sweet. Very sweet. When I seen it, I was, I'm sure you've had that happen before in some form or fashion.
Not often enough, honestly.
Or buy me a coffee or something.
Yeah, I have. And of course, memberships.
But I've never even, that's never happened. So I was like, what?
I seen it and I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it does. It means a lot, and we appreciate it. And we are still close. We're getting closer to that nugget meal.
Oh yeah, it's coming back now.
It's coming, man. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that nugget meal
after my diet's over.
So thank you, Mary. We sure do appreciate it. Honestly, we do.
Yes, so nice.
We've had the ability to have super thanks for a while, and that's our first one. So pretty special.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love it.
All right, what's your comment of the week since we're doing that?
Okay, Bama Dad 9927 said the car wrap could be two old guys picking. Then he said Caleb looked younger with the hat on. Just saying. LOL. Oh, okay. And then he said two old guys dad joke podcast coming in the future. And he said, I bet the dad joke champ, meaning me, gets around 450 views on his first video.
You was close. You're going to be close when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, when this second video comes out, it'll kickstart that first one a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You'll get a few hits, like the podcast does. We always get a few hits on that last episode. People that missed us last week, they might watch 2 in a row. You'll get that on your channel. So I'm still fingers crossed for the 450 to 500 views.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
If it comes anywhere close, I won't know what to do with myself.
Shave your head.
No.
I would. Get that Bam Bam tattoo.
I would totally.
Could you get hair tattooed?
If hey, that's actually straight across here.
Yeah, like a Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and get my tooth cut at an angle. Yeah.
Have an owl sitting in the background. Snow owl.
Icelandic snow owl.
Oh man. So sales, how have they been going? You told me before we started recording, that you had a record weekend of sales.
I did. Well, I think I believe it was a record. I could be off.
Call it one. That makes for a good title for this video, so let's just call it one.
Yeah, I could be off by a few dollars, but it was $1,320.04. I think that's a record.
1,000, how much?
320.04.
So 1324. Yeah.
1320.04.
Oh, 1320.04.
Basically $1,320.
Let's just call it 1,300.
1,300. Yeah, that worked.
All right. No, that is really good. Really good.
Yeah, but what's so funny? Monday morning, true to form, eBay showed up. I sold $21 Monday.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Today, I've sold $700 and something.
Ooh.
So what in the world, man? How do you go from selling $21 to, Sunday was $300. Monday was $21. Today is $700. What? I don't get that. This is not a complaint or a gripe or anything like that. It's just a puzzling thing to me how that can be. Yeah. It's like everybody falls asleep and nobody's on eBay, right? I don't know. And there's a lot of people out there saying all these people talking about eBay glitches and eBay not working. They're just, we're all a bunch of conspiracy theorists, but the proof's in the pudding. When it don't work one day and it works really well the next, something's happening. I don't know.
You must have watched Reseller Information Network today.
No,
they were actually talking about that. Tim, over the years, he thinks we're all crazy. I love Tim. Listen, don't go over to Tim's channel and tell him I was dogging him, because I love Tim. My love for Tim will never waver.
Tim's awesome.
He's awesome. Awesome. All those guys are awesome.
Hey,
Love
he was
them
the
all.
life of the party at the
Yeah, he was
plateau, man.
He don't subscribe to the whole conspiracy theory on eBay as far as sales being up and down. And listen, he was saying, listen, there's not anybody in eBay turning sales on and off. I don't believe that either.
I don't know.
I don't think so either. I don't think they're doing it on purpose. But every time they update the site, you can't tell me sales and stuff don't slow. I mean, it's every time.
Just say it like this, right? Something is going on. What it is, we don't know. But something is going on because the site stops working the way it did before. Whether that be a glitch with a update or whatever. But I've actually, the thing you can go on, that down detector, and see like the website's performance and crashes, and eBay's on there quite a bit.
Yeah, but can anybody report that without any
accountability? Or maybe I don't.
Yeah, I've been on that before, and I don't put a whole. I don't
put a whole lot of faith in that stuff, but it could be that it's. I mean, I have had it to where it wouldn't let me buy something before. It's messed up. It won't take your card or whatever.
Yes.
So, who knows?
And I've looked up my listings before, word for word, and they not show up.
You remember what it was doing when you could try to, like probably 6 months ago, you would try to go in and do a, like the word just left me, cross-reference, like do a price check. What's the word I'm looking for?
Price check on all three.
Yeah, price check on all three. This bold comp. Yes, that's the word. Old
Slow
man
moment. Slow moment.
Man, boys, I'm using a typewriter tonight to do all my work. No, but you remember when you would do comps and it would just show nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. It would say there is no listings. Your listings are not found or whatever. And it's like, I wonder if everybody's seeing that when they pull up, type in whatever, and it don't show nothing.
Right. Well,
so stuff like that. I mean, it happens because when I worked in the workplace, every time they would do a web-based update in the software or on the systems, you'd have to wait like 30 minutes. It'd crash and mess up, and that's the life of updating software.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they were talking, and I don't believe there is somebody turning the switch on and off. I don't believe all that. I don't even think eBay's doing it on purpose.
No.
I am a believer that when they update their site, it takes a few weeks for the kinks to get worked back out.
Yeah. I think
if I had a $1,300 weekend on eBay, the last thing I'd be doing is on here complaining.
No, I'm not. I promise. Not complaining.
And if I had a $700 day, I wouldn't be complaining either.
Not promise. Don't
Leave
go
it in the comment.
I'm complaining.
Everybody call eBay. Say Caleb, the old pass, dogging eBay.
Caleb, the big complainer.
Caleb, the complainer. I like it.
Yep. That's his new name.
Caleb, you better not be complaining.
Hey, you keep on. This won't be the only podcast that loses a host this week. Oh, okay.
There you go. Be on standby. I need a
hey, I'm just going to tell everybody that's what you told me before, that was an audition for my replacement, right?
I did.
Yeah. He's a lot better looking. Well, he's got better hair.
He's got better hair. Like he's got the best hair on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
And yes, I am totally jealous.
Are we gonna dress up for Halloween? That's not this next
week. Asked you that 3 weeks ago. Don't be hitting me with that a week before Halloween.
You asked me that? What did you say about it?
I said, hey, Caleb, are we going to dress up for Halloween?
So what are you going to dress up as? Let's surprise each other.
I've not put a thought into it.
Okay, let's surprise each other. I think you should dress
up.
You're
giving me a week to throw this together.
No, 2 weeks. Halloween's in 2 weeks.
Is it on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's actually on the day we film.
Tuesday.
So we'll have kids knocking on our sheds wanting candy while we're in there. Go away! And we're trying to do a podcast.
Oh, can we do that? Can we get that? I'm gonna pay my neighbors to bring their kids over.
You know what we should do? Not that. We should just, no, I don't know.
Oh, Lord. We're having a slow moment. Give us a minute, guys. Let us think about this on a podcast.
We should do it together at the same place and dress up where people can really see how slow we are in person.
I don't know. We'll have to talk about this off camera because I tried to have this discussion with you a month ago.
You mean you don't like people dropping stuff on you during the podcast?
No, I hate it. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's what you do to me.
But not plans.
I guess not.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. I can't think right now.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you just pulled me out of thin air with stuff.
eBay sales.
We still eBay sellers?
Mine was okay this weekend. I didn't have. Listen, I'm not blaming eBay for my sales right now because I'm blaming.
I'm not either.
I'm blaming my listing habits. This whole just list 10 a day, and some of those 10 are coming from my draft bank from old listings. That's on me. 1,000 and 4,000%. Okay, that's on me. 2 times the speed. That's on me. But mine have been okay. I had like a $300 weekend.
You know what I think about?
Which is okay for me right now because I'm not putting much time and effort in eBay. I'm not.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm back in here thinking about 2 times the speed again. Every time I hear that, I think about Hank Hill. Well, you go on down there, Bobby, and
oh my God, you look like Hank Hill.
I look like him?
Yes.
Well, Peg, why don't you go down to the store and get me some propane?
God, Hank Hill. Oh, leave it in the comments, guys.
Somebody
go tell Trash to Cash to start calling Caleb Hank Hill. Come on, everybody, go right now and. Oh my God!
You call me what you want to, Bob.
Like I need any more help trolling you.
That's right.
Why did you do that?
Oh, I've always liked that voice. Yeah, Bobby.
I've never really watched that show.
Really? Oh, that was like, man, my favorite show.
That's King of the Hill, right?
King of the Hill. Boom, hire. You go on down there to the store and pick you up some Diet Coke. Come on back down here, stand on the corner with the boys and drink some Cokes and talk about the football game, man. And hang out and do something.
I'm sure it was funny, but I've never watched it.
It was, yeah. Hank Hill, Mr. King of the Propane. That's what he worked for. Strickland Propane. You're kind of, if I'm Hank Hill, that would have to make you Bobby because he was like 4 foot.
I'm CM Punk, dude.
CM Punk, Bobby Hill. That's
so everybody out there needs to quit blaming eBay for slow eBay sales. Take it from Caleb.
They need to.
So you've sold $2,000 in 4 days, 4 out of the last 5 days.
Yeah, pretty close.
I mean, 13 times plus 7's 20.
I can look if my computer don't blow up. That's the thing. Yeah.
Caleb finally made it in here early. I mean, like early, like 25 minutes early. I just barely beat him in here, to be honest. He gets in here. We're ready to go. His computer absolutely shuts down, blows up.
It almost melted into the floor.
25 minutes later, I'm sitting here waiting on him.
Yeah.
To get back in here.
Good deeds never go unpunished, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, you tried. That's more than I can say for the first 26 episodes.
I mean, if you're going to carry all the subscribers on your back, I figured you could just carry the whole thing.
Yeah, well, no, I need help.
2662 in 7 days.
2662.
Yeah. That's with a $21.39.
I'm a little bit above your 662. Minus the 2.
I had a $48 day in there and a $21 day in there.
I'll be honest. Last few months, I've been averaging about $100 a day.
But it's a little sneak preview in this new video I put out, my second one. I talk about being ready for the fourth quarter and, being motivated and putting your good stuff out there is like, if you want to sell a lot of stuff, you got to put a lot of stuff out, right?
That's it. More hooks in the water.
More hooks in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, speaking of fishing, We're slow. We're from the South. We can do this,
Okay.
Me and the kids.
You're like Dave tonight, man. You are all over the place. Squirrel.
Squirrels all over the place.
Well, you're going squirrel.
Look in the tree. It's a
Hank Keel. Squirrel.
Bobby, is that a squirrel?
Oh man, I've already used the title Off the Rails, so I can't use it for this episode.
Hey, how do you catch the
rails 2?
How do you catch a squirrel?
How do you catch a squirrel? I don't know.
You climb a tree and you act like a nut.
Hey, I don't know if I can climb a tree at this point, but I got the other part down.
That was a free dad joke for you right off the bat.
Oh, that's not the official dad joke?
No.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's just a free one. Freebie.
Okay, well, let's go ahead.
Trying to do things a little quicker.
Well, let's go. Let's go. Chop, chop. Let's get the real one.
Yeah.
Chop, chop.
What was
underlay,
next?
Underlay.
I done forgot. I'm not young like Mr. David. I can't remember. It's my bedtime.
See what I'm having to deal with, Dave? It's not me. It takes me 10 minutes to pull old Hank Keel out of to the topic here.
That's right, Bobby.
Dad joke. Let's go.
Okay, let me see. Let me think here for a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Did you hear about the circus fire?
Circus fire. No, I didn't hear about the circus fire.
Yeah, it was intense.
I've got one little Halloween related here.
Oh, okay.
How to ghost send letters. This is where we're like really half speed.
Yeah, this slows me down like pouring. It's like pouring.
This is great podcast material.
Sludge in the old motor here.
Silence while Caleb thinks.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I can never get the Hank Keel out of my mind, by the way. That's permanent.
Yeah, it should be.
Do you get that often?
No.
Nobody's ever called you Hank Keel.
Mm-mm.
I'd be willing to bet there's going to be a lot of people that do now.
They might. Dang it, Bobby. Why you got to tell everybody?
How to go send letters through the ghost office.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I get sympathy points. Just number one, it's Halloween related, but number two, post office, ghost office, that's reselling related too.
I got you one that's Halloween related.
Okay.
Why do skeletons fight each other? Or why don't, I done ruined it. Why don't skeletons fight each other?
They don't have a bone to pick.
They don't have the guts.
Oh, they don't have the guts. They do have a bone to pick. I guess that's all they got.
Yep. I got you one that's post office related too.
Oh my goodness. All right, go. Squirrel.
I just ruined it. I can't tell you now. I'll save it for later.
No.
I'll tell you anyway. What has more letters than the alphabet?
What has more letters than the alphabet? I don't know.
The post office.
The post office.
I gave you the answer.
Oh. More letters. Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. That's at half speed again.
What do you call a snowman with a
Will you stop it? All right. So all those good sales. This is a reselling podcast, guys. I'm trying to get Caleb on path here, on the old path.
On the old path.
Yeah.
We're slow.
You had all those great sales. Do you have a sale of the week? You probably got a bunch of sales of the week.
I've got like 7. I'll give you a couple here if you want to. I do want to talk about this one because I feel like Commonwealth Picker.
Commonwealth Picker. You hear that, guys?
I do.
He feels like Commonwealth Picker.
You know why? Because I sold a sealed VHS for $100. Rocky.
That's the most you ever sold one for?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Rocky. I did see that. Yeah, that was good.
I sold him for a $99.99.
It was Rocky 1, right?
Yeah, the original, and it was the original artwork, and it was sealed, and yeah, it wasn't like, I do realize like the reproductions ain't worth as much.
Yeah, it was like the CBS Fox video or something.
Yeah, yeah. So I was really happy with that one.
Well, yeah.
Because that, a lot of people say, all these people that say you can sell VHS for money, what a ripoff. They're all lying to you. I mean, some of them, yeah, no.
Well, most of them.
But okay, today, a couple hours before the podcast came on, we got ready. Me and Tanya came out here and packed for tomorrow. We do that sometimes, getting ahead. And I sold a set of VHS. This will be my official sale of the week. It's the Heartland Series. You'll know what this is, but
I've sold that before.
Yeah, not many people's going to really understand what that is, probably. But in Knoxville, on Channel 10 News, they have a special series that talks about the Appalachian Mountains and all the things of years gone by. And they're all old. I mean, these specials are like 30 years old now. They don't even do them anymore, I don't think.
Right.
Well, I sold 20 tapes in a lot together for $399.99 today.
And them are VHS.
All VHS in clamshells. They look perfect. The VHS themselves look perfect.
Disney Black Diamond.
That was it. Black Diamond. All day, worth about $100,000 a piece.
Right.
But they actually sold to somebody in Knoxville too. I figured they'd go close, like maybe all, in the region around Knoxville, people that seen it. Right. But somebody in Knoxville bought it, so that's pretty cool.
Can I talk now, Ken?
No. Hey, if you get too mouthy, you know what happens.
Yeah. Hey, I've actually sold 2 things while we've been live here.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I'm up to $103 today.
That's good. No, really, that's good.
That's better than my average. $3 above. Watch out, 90 days. Yeah, I've just not been putting in. I've been working on eBay, no lie, probably 2 days a week for the last 2 months.
Yep.
Right here on fourth quarter.
Well, if you're going to slow down, you picked a good time.
Well, I mean, it really wasn't on purpose. I mean, it's just, man, my life has been one thing after another here lately. Not bad stuff, just busy stuff.
I feel you. I totally feel you.
I mean, just a lot. I was going to tell you about my sale of the week, but I've done clicked off the page. So, oh, no, I got it. Hold on. I showed you the Mr. T jewelry set, didn't I?
Did you sell that?
I did. Oh, I finally sold it.
I
had a lot of interest in this thing, okay? I had a lot of interest. Now, if you go on eBay and search Mr. T jewelry set, there's 10, 15 sets on there, complete sets on there. But most of them are like the 7-piece set.
Uh-huh.
Mine was the deluxe set. I believe it was, let me see, 15-piece. Mine was a 15-piece set. When I listed it, there was none of them on eBay. None of them.
Oh, cool.
There was 10, 12, 7-piece sets. So when people seen mine, I think they thought mine was like the rest of them. And they're like, why is he so high and the rest of them are so cheap? Well, because mine's twice as big. It's like me, 2 times, 2 times the speed. But yeah, so I just kind of set on my price, took best offer on. I was like, somebody's going to come along and buy that thing. Still new in the package. The bubble had come loose from the card, so somebody had taped it. This come from my guy on the private pick. So it did finally sell. Not huge money, but Caleb will tell you, awesome piece.
Oh yeah.
$49.99 plus shipping.
I love it.
$59.34.
I'd sell that all day long.
Well, I was a huge, and I talk about it in the video. I shipped that item out today, recorded, so that video I think will be out next Monday, I think. I was a huge Mr. T fan growing up. Huge Mr. T fan. When he joined Hogan at WrestleMania, 2?
1.
That
was the first main event.
Yeah, when he joined Hogan and took on
Mr. T.
Yeah, wonderful Piper.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Now, this is when...
Hey, you couldn't have picked...
I thought it was still real back then. I was only 5-year-old. And
there couldn't have been a bigger main event than Hogan and Piper at that point, because Piper was the most hated man
It was in Madison Square Garden too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a huge event.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
it changed. WrestleMania now, everybody knows what a WrestleMania is.
Right.
Do you know what King of the Ring is? Or
Right.
Maybe not, but WrestleMania is, everybody's going to know what that is.
But I was such a huge Mr. T fan. I loved him in wrestling. Speaking of Rocky, funny that your sale of the week was Rocky because he appeared in the Rocky movie.
Yeah.
Not the first one. What was it? The third one? Third one.
Maybe.
Yeah, third one because him and Apollo rematched in the second one. So Mr. T was the third one. Great in it. And then also the A-Team. I love that show. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. I actually had Mr. T action figures as a kid growing up. I was huge Mr. T fan. Huge.
Funny.
So,
no, he's a cultural icon, brother.
He is. A lot of people, if you're much younger than us, you're like, he wasn't. No. No.
You have no idea.
Early 80s, this dude was big time. He was on everything. Yep. So, it was tough to see that go, but Mr. T 15-piece deluxe jewelry set by Imperial Toys, by the way.
He was the reason most boys had mohawks.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
He was.
He made wear. I mean, okay, prime time. Deion Sanders, big time in the news right now. You can't tell me he didn't get some of that jewelry wearing from Mr. T. You can't,
no doubt.
Because Deion's a little older than we are, I believe.
He's probably in his 50s.
You can't tell me Primetime wasn't a Mr. T fan.
No doubt.
No doubt, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, the toys. Pity the Fool, man. From 1983, by the way.
I pity the fool, Bobby.
The fact that jewelry set was still complete is absolutely amazing to me.
Can you do the Mr. T voice? Let's try that. Ready? I pity the fool,
Can I
Bobby.
get the microphone?
Bobby, I pity the fool.
I pity the fool. that was really bad.
Dang it, Bobby. You pity the fool.
So, yeah, sales of the week. Pretty good day today so far. $103. I've had 2 sales since we've been live, or since we've been recording.
I am your good luck charm.
You are, man. I need more of Bobby Hill in my life.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a question for you now. This was kind of a neat little thing that happened this week. So Tanya, she said, have you ever rented anything from your store before? Like took it out while it's for sale and used it during a holiday or whatever. And I said, well, I've never done that, but I guess you could.
I have.
We had a I don't know what you call it really. It's like a ceramic village Christmas thing, like a skating pond and just a big nice display. She wanted to take it out, and she's like, it's been on there for a year. Nobody's going to buy it, so I could take it out and enjoy it for Christmas because it's used already.
Right.
It sold the next day. Like that.
You was
ain't that weird?
That is weird. Was it her? Did she buy it?
No.
No.
You have rented stuff from your own store?
Yeah, I usually, though, if the wife claims it, I don't get it back. Sometimes it's from the death pile too, but which is okay. I'd rather it be if it's dead inventory though. I don't care. Sometimes back when I was selling a lot of makeup, man, she went through that stuff a lot and got what she could use out of there. And then I used to sell. I didn't find a lot of video games this year. I don't know if you found a lot this year or not, but I didn't find a lot. But back when I did, and back when I had a lot of video games, CJ would come in here and go through them every now and then, and I'd be like, just remember what shelf you got it off of and play it. Unless you just want to keep it, just play it until I sell it. And he's like, nah, I just want to play it for a day or two. I
usually just gave, if I knew it was something Logan or Barrett wanted, I'd just give it to him.
Yeah.
But there wasn't, I won't say there was maybe 3 or 4 times that happened. But, Logan's in school. He ain't really playing games too much right now. So
right. Can we go back to the topic of Tim, Reseller Information Network? Tim, from over the years, talking about quit blaming eBay for slow sales. If I said that word to you, what would your response be?
Well, who do you want me to blame?
Well, I mean, his thought was blame yourself. I mean, if you're not listing, if you're not.
I would totally. Yeah, if I wasn't listing anything
Mhm.
and doing anything, and then I had slow sales, I'd completely agree.
Right. Like
If
my
I change,
current situation.
yeah, if I was acting like you,
Yeah.
I would completely understand. But if I am doing 20 a day, 20 a day, 20 a day, boom, boom, big numbers all the time, right? What is there to explain that? Because I
Hey.
didn't turn my phone off.
Uh-oh. What'd you say?
Silence the old phone real quick.
Oh, listen at him bragging. Here, I've had 2 sales, but.
Well, I mean, I don't want to.
Well, no, tell us what that sale was.
Okay, let's see here. It was a nativity set, porcelain ceramic plain type nativity set, unfinished for $29.99.
Dang it. I wish I'd sell mine because you was talking about renting stuff from your eBay store. I've got a nativity set that I've had listed since last year that my wife asked me about the other day, and she's like, "Did you ever sell that nativity set we bought at the Goodwill?" I was like, "No, not yet, but I think I'm going to sell it this year." She's like, "If you don't sell it, I want it for Christmas." I seen somebody was watching it today, so I sent them like an $8 off. And they still didn't buy it.
You're horrible. Why would you do that?
They still didn't buy it. So,
oh my God.
Well, I'm trying to make money here, Caleb. I don't make money when I give my inventory to my wife.
Have you never heard happy wife, happy life, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you not subscribe to that conspiracy theory? Because that's no conspiracy theory. That's
if I'm not happy, you're not happy. This is Tanya. Oh, this is how it ends, guys.
I'm going to find where Jimmy went and go with him, I believe.
Hey, I've been thinking, if you leave, you, Jimmy, and Brandon over at 540 Flips could start y'all's own podcast.
Who? No.
You hear that, Brandon? Caleb don't want you.
I didn't say that.
Or is it Jimmy?
I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is you're probably the only person that I'm
it.
You're it.
And you have low standards, bro.
Low. I like to call them short standards.
Literally. Hey, speaking of Brandon and short standards, I'm going to see how I'm going to tie all this up.
How did that?
Well, you'll see. You'll see. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Volleyball season's over at the old church.
Oh, I understand now.
We are in the old basketball season.
Oh.
We played last Friday, and man, am I sore.
Do you guys use like the kids' goals that are 5 foot tall?
Well, they let me. Everybody else is over 5 foot, so they play on the regulation.
Chris is over here dunking. Bam! In your face.
Boom! Boom!
Get you some of that little 4-year-old.
Boom! Shakalaka. NBA Jam version.
Oh, I loved NBA Jam, man.
Oh, that's a cool game now.
Yeah,
the arcade version was far and above the Nintendo versions.
Yes, the arcade that's where it was at. I wasted so much money. Okay, that brings up a good question since we're resellers. Squirrel. Did you ever play Cruising USA? Yeah. San Francisco Rush 2049. That's what it was called.
No, I don't remember that. Okay. I mean, I might have played it, but I don't remember it. Is
this
an arcade game?
Yes. When I worked at Walmart when I was 16, me and one of my good friends, literally, he worked third shift, I worked second. I'd get off at like 1. He'd be there. He would take his first break. I'd be quit, for the night. We would go out there every night and spend like $2 every night racing. And it would count your mileage, right? It'd tick up your mileage. He got over 10,000 miles on that game.
I got 10,000 miles.
And I had like 6
How long did he play?
Until they took the game out of Walmart. Now you figure up 6 miles per, it would give you like 3 to 6 miles per race.
Okay.
And we raced, I had like 7,000 miles. He had 10,000 miles. You figure up how much money that is.
10,000 miles, and each race was like
50 cents. 50 cents a race.
Yeah, but 6 miles a race.
6 miles a race.
So we got to divide it by 6. That's $1,666. So that'd be over $800, right?
$800 on that game. I could have bought the arcade. had it in my back room or something. You know. Well, I was 16. I'd had to put it in my bedroom.
Okay, we're gonna start a new what's topic section.
Oh, are we?
Yes, we're going squirrel.
Chipmunk.
Okay, tell me if this is a brain fart or a great idea.
Okay, go.
I get out of reselling completely. You know, like our last episode, I sell all my inventory. Everything in the shed, everything in the storage unit.
Horrible idea.
I clean out this shed. No, listen.
Unless you sell it to me for like $100, it's a horrible idea.
Oh, I'm going to sell it to you. Yes, you're my first victim. I mean, customer. I sell out. I'm completely no longer a reseller. And inside this shed, I buy a bunch of vintage arcade games and set them up. And you know how people game online?
Yeah.
I record myself gaming on old arcade games in the shed.
That's actually an idea right there.
Yeah. Somebody's already stealing it.
Yep. Yeah. You just gave away your idea.
They've already got 12,000 subscribers from that.
Ain't that what Twitch? Is it Twitch? Ain't it Twitch that you can live stream your gaming or something?
Yeah. I mean, you can do it on YouTube or Facebook, either one. But yeah, Twitch is pretty much it.
I can't believe
you got to be a 21-year-old half-naked girl to do it on Twitch, though.
Oh, well, I'm neither. And if I pretend to be a half-naked girl, it would turn everybody away.
Speaking of half-naked, did you see
what? Where are we going with it?
Did you see Paige's last video?
Oh yeah, I did. Where he was in without a shirt. I'm like, I don't know if I want to click on this or not.
I didn't. I've not watched it yet.
He doesn't appear in the video without the shirt, so that's a good thing.
On the thumbnail, though, I want to read the title. I got to find it because I forgot the title of it.
Shout out 1 Foot Flipper.
1 Foot Flipper. He always comments. No jacket required.
No jacket.
Do eBay sellers even wear pants? I've got to ask you.
Do you?
I may or may not have them on right now. Have you ever listed in your shed or worked on eBay in your shed without pants on?
Oh, all the time. Shorts don't count as pants.
That's true. Okay, with that. Okay, let's just say it in your what's the heels guy's name?
Oh, King. Yeah.
What's his name?
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill. Have you ever done it in the Hank Hill underwire tidy whities?
He wore boxers. Okay.
Okay. Well, boxers. I don't know what you wear.
Dang it, Bobby. He wore boxers.
Have you ever done any kind of eBay work in your underwear?
Not up here.
So
I have been laying in bed at night going to sleep and sent offers. And, you know, I don't sleep in pants. So
I do. I sleep in jeans.
Do you really?
No.
Okay.
Socks or no socks?
No socks.
No socks.
No
Tim,
socks.
Speaking of Tim, over the years, he talks about all the time how he sleeps in socks and how it's weird not to. And I'm like, how in the world?
Why is that even a topic of conversation? On a reseller?
Well, I mean, it's because of Paige. Do eBay sellers even wear pants? Yes, I wear pants.
Shout out, Paige. You have got our attention this week. Wow. Paige, if you ever put a thumbnail on there of your legs, I'm not clicking on that video.
Yeah, I'm just glad it was waist up, not waist up.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about it, nobody's listening. It's at the 58-minute mark.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's listening. All right.
No, you know why I remember now. You know why that was his topic?
No.
Because I
didn't watch the video.
Okay, because he can't wear pants because he's got one leg. He wears shorts because if he has to adjust in the store or something, it's awkward, right? So that makes sense. But he got your attention, did he not?
He did. Great thumbnail, great title.
That's
how he blowed up overnight.
I'm glad you said his name. I need to thank him. He helped me a lot with he pushed me over 100. I don't know if I need to thank him or be mad at him, but he helped push me over 100. He shouted me out in a Facebook group, and so yeah, that was pretty awesome. I appreciate it.
So
One foot
episode
flipper.
2. Yeah, episode 2 coming out right after this video. So everybody go check it out.
Yep, in 30 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, 10:30.
10:30.
10:30 Central.
10:30 Central.
11:30 Eastern.
Is that correct? I don't know.
Yes, they're an hour ahead of us. And usually when I talk about time, I usually use Eastern time.
See, I can't. I get so many. You know what's funny?
YouTube.
I got a preacher friend that is just over the time zone, in Ozone, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been out there at his church, preached for him some, and he always says, yeah, we start at 6 o'clock. And I'm like, 6 o'clock. Okay, is that 5 o'clock my time or 7 o'clock my time? Because I can't ever remember. And he's like, that would be 5 o'clock your time. So the good thing is, you get down there at 6 o'clock, but you get back home at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. I've done that for 13 years of my life. I worked in Eastern time and lived in Central time.
That's horrible.
Well, let me tell you what's really horrible is when they start work at 5:30 their time.
And you got to be there at 4:30?
My time. Plus it's an hour away. So I got to get up at 3:30.
Or, yeah. True.
That was tough.
That sounds pretty horrible.
I worked at the place for 13 years, furniture company. I'm not going to give them any kind of credit. You know what? That would be a really good, what do you call them people that pay for us? Sponsor, yeah. They should sponsor me. You want to talk about going full circle? If they sponsored this podcast, that's the definition of going full circle for me.
I think we deserve a sponsorship from WWE, AEW, Impact Wrestling, somebody for shouting out all these wrestlers all the time.
I would pass them all up for that furniture company to call me. Yes, because I hate that place. Because I spent the best years of my life working there. But yeah, that was tough, man. Furniture company.
That's early. That's like my neighbor. He was telling me.
I worked there for 13 years. I spent about 8 of those years on first shift and got up at 3:30 every morning for 8 years. You
basically worked a half split midnight shift almost.
That's what made an old man out of me right there. Everybody was like, yeah, but you got home at like 2:30 your time. I'm like, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was so sleepy at 5 o'clock in the evening, I couldn't hold my eyes open. It didn't matter what time you got home.
Going to bed at 7 o'clock at night. Yeah.
And it was rough.
Who cares if you get off at 2 o'clock if you're going to bed that early?
It was rough, especially in the winter because it would get dark, 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And you'd be sitting there so tired. So, yeah, shout out to that place. I still got a few friends that work over there. I've been going from there for, oh my goodness, nearly 20 years, I guess. But I spent from 18 to 30, somewhere in there, 30, 31 at that place. And, best years of your life, man. And I missed out on and plus though, by the way, we worked 10 hours a day a lot of times and 6 days a week, every week. I missed a lot of CJ growing up because of that.
Oh, I hear you.
I wish I could have those years back.
I did the same thing. I started at the place I worked there from 19 to 38. So 1938 is when I started, and I just quit in 2020. So yeah, I worked there 82 years.
Woo!
No, I was there almost 19 years. So,
but I think about it all the time, and shout out to the wife because during all that, she was going to school, she was a mom, and she was working, and she got her degree and became a teacher and all that. And that was, everybody talks about how in the world do you afford to live the way you live and don't work no more than you have to work. Well, because me and her both busted our tails for a decade and a half to where we could live. Plus we were tightwads as far as spending money too. So yeah, it's
all about preparing for a rainy day.
Yeah, and so it's put us in a position. I hate that I wasted my life my best years of my life at that place, but I'm thankful for what all it's got me, plus what, her working too. So all in all, it was probably a good decision, because if we hadn't have done that the way we'd done it, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
And then you're going to be able to sell me your entire business for $100. I mean, it ain't going to hurt you. I'll give you.
We talked about selling our businesses last week, and I was hoping you would make me an offer, and I didn't hear one.
Did $100.
I see. Add 2 more zeros, and we'll at least start talking.
Goodness.
Well, that would just be 10 grand, right?
No, but I couldn't do it. Not all at once. I mean,
hey, I trust you. I know where you live.
You shouldn't trust me.
I trust Tanya. Let me say it that way.
You really shouldn't trust Tanya.
Oh, I know Tanya. She's not going to cheat nobody.
No, we wouldn't cheat nobody on purpose. Never, ever. So. I'm the kind of guy. One time, this is probably a little bit over the top. Gosh, it's leaving me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Old man moment.
Slow
down.
Self-checkout. I was in Kroger's self-checkout. And as I get done, it's giving me my change. There's already change in the thing. I'm like, oh no, somebody left their money. So I left it, and I'm like, I can't take what's not mine.
How much was it, like bills or just like?
Oh, it was like probably 35 cents. And I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't.
How about if it had been $20?
I couldn't.
You would have left it.
I would have left it.
I'm going to just start coming to Walmart and following you around, waiting for you to check out. Just come in behind you.
That's a good idea.
Never know, guys.
Never know. But I just can't. I mean, I can't. I know I'm the type of person that I've seen too many blessings come that I know if I ever get greedy, it's going to be bad. So, I mean, I'm human like everybody else. I have my greedy moments too, where I want this and I want that. But
like having a $1,300 weekend and complaining on eBay.
I'm not complaining. I done said that.
Greed has took over, guys.
Greed. I want to add on to the shed. I need $2,500 weekends. Yeah,
I'm selling out, and Caleb's getting more greedier.
Yeah,
is greedier a word?
Greedier, yes.
Greedier. Okay.
You are greedier than me. That's a word.
Or is it more greedy?
It's greedier.
Or is it greedy? Is it the
greediest man I've ever seen?
Do you know what the greedy is?
Greedy?
The greedy.
The greedy.
The greedy.
This don't even sound like a real word anymore.
It's a dance. Anything else? This could have possibly been the worst episode we've ever filmed.
I
absolutely may have had the best time.
Well, I just have one question.
Oh boy.
I'm going to finish this because I started it. What do you call a snowman with a 6-pack?
Snowman with a 6-pack. I don't know.
An abdominal snowman. I couldn't
say that 3 times.
Oh, I couldn't hardly say it.
All right. That's going to be it for episode 27. Thank you guys for listening. Shout out again. I got to do it. Shout out again to Mary. $10 super thanks on the comment last week.
We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, we do. And we worry about you to want to, number one, listen to this, but also pay us. But thank you again, Mary. All seriousness. We appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode 27. 2 Old Guys out. Thank you guys.